welcome back to bELLAS. This is episode number 3. I'm YADIRA ELIAS.
DJ IRENE in the house.
You already know what it is. So what's up with some recent events you got?
Well, we just heard about Jose, who is the most amazing singer and composer and writer who passed away at 71 of, I believe, cancer. So now I know some of the songs, like is it El Triste? What's the other one?
La Nave del Olvido. And then, you know what? Growing up, I honestly used to think he was my mom's boyfriend, but she would just play around with me. But seriously, I used to think that because his music was playing every day, waking up Saturday mornings, cleaning to his music.
Well, I'm more of a Luis Miguel kind of person. But you know, I love my boleros, and I loved it when he came out with Romance. But when I heard some of Jose's music, I was like, wow, this is amazing. In fact, he performed with Yanni. You know, Yanni does all that pretty cinematic music. So when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is really cool. But it's just too bad that his background concerning his, should I say, bad habits that really affected his voice. And I read that, unfortunately, in 2014, he had to sell his $5 billion mansion, and he moved into an apartment in Miami. So it's really sad that something like that, you know, that would affect his voice, but he has so many followers. He was an amazing singer and composer and songwriter that, you know, one thing about music, that's my thing, music, is that the music of Latin, of any kind of Latin music, there's some kind of poetry to it. What do you think?
I grew up around all that music. I can agree with 100%.
So I mean, some of the lyrics, I'm like, oh my God, I could never hear that in American music. Have you?
Yeah, actually, some people used to call him, give him the nickname, the Frank Sinatra of Mexico, of Latin America. Yeah. And yes, and unfortunately, in 2017, he came out to the public with his news of that he was going to die. He was diagnosed with cancer, right? And
so he lasted actually a long time, for 2 years, because since, you know, he's had a lot of sicknesses that were affecting him. So, you know, I think he lasted a long time, and well, I think we should be happy that we had his presence and his talents honor us with his, you know, his grace of musicianship.
Yeah, definitely a legend who will be missed.
Yes. So let's talk about, speaking of legends, Demi Moore came out with a book called Inside Out. And she's been promoting it like crazy on Good Morning America. She's been on all the talk shows. And there's some interesting things about in that book. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about, but what is that book about?
It's basically about her life, how she grew up. She, I believe, you know, her mom sold her to have sex with some man. She came home from school, and this is what I heard her talking about in one of the talk shows that she was talking at, promoting her book, that when she came home, this man was here at her house, and he told her, how does it feel to be sold by your mom? Okay, that's crazy. And she was in school, and then she talks about her marriages with Ashton Kutcher and Bruce Willis, and when she was talking about Bruce Willis, she talks about how even though they were divorced, they were going through the proceedings, that they became good parents. You know, what's the word for parenting when you're divorced? I forgot the word.
Co-parenting?
Co-parenting, yeah.
I mean, we see a lot of that these days.
Yeah, but they were able to work it out because they said, you know what we have is not our children's problems. It's our problems. So they became really good friends after. I mean, you always see them together in family, you know, reunions and stuff like that. So he talks about that, and I believe she talks about Ashton Kutcher, how I guess they were having three-ways. And she did it to please her man, basically. You know, they're together.
Irene, you're giving us all the scoop of the book.
I know. I just know someone.
They're not going to want to buy it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you got to buy it. I mean, I'm going to go buy it, but I think it's interesting how she exposed herself. And I know I follow her on Instagram, and one thing I've noticed is that she looks so much happier that she's out there, she's promoting. You know, as artists, we have to be creative. We got to be out there, because when we're not, you know, it really affects us. So it's really good to see her happy promoting her book and talking about what she went through. I mean, I'm sure it's really hard to talk about our private lives. Sometimes we'd like to keep that, you know, don't how do you say, you don't want to expose your dirty laundry. And, you know, I think it's almost like a therapy, that what she's doing for herself and for this book. So go out and buy it. Demi Moore, Inside Out.
Perfect. Okay, and in local news, did you hear about the 13-year-old boy Diego who was being bullied and ended up dying in Moreno Valley?
Yes, tell me about it.
So this boy, he was being bullied for some time, and then he actually went to his parents, and the parents went to the school district about it to get help, but unfortunately the school district couldn't do anything, and he just ended up dying at the hospital.
You know, I think it's really sad that there was no security there. You know, we should have, teachers have posts, you know, especially during break time. And it looks like from what video I saw that this was during a break time lunch. Do you know what time it was? Or was it after school, or was it at a mall? So, I mean, where is everybody? And what gets me is people are filming and not stopping it. And I think that's really sad that this boy, you know, whatever their differences were, they didn't have to take it to this extent, you know, where they have to, you know, there was, I saw two boys, one hits him and he's trying to avoid it, and then another guy comes from behind and soccer punches him, which is not right. And you know, it's really sad to see something like that, and to hear the administration say, we can't do anything about it, or it's under investigation. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I used to work at a school district, at Palmdale School District, and unfortunately, that's some of the cases that happen. That's what's happened sometimes too, and I see that a lot. I saw that a lot working there. But yeah, but unfortunately for Diego, he's not with us anymore. But his parents decided to turn it into a positive thing out of the dark situation, and they're planning on donating his organs to change somebody else's life.
Wow, that's amazing to hear something like that. Let's talk about something positive, like my new show.
Yeah. Tell us about your new show. What's the plan? What are we gonna see? Give us a little, just like you did to Demi Moore's book. Let's see what the inside scoop on this is.
Well, you know me, always full of surprises. You never know what to come out with, but it's going to be about music and tacos. So it's music tacos or taco music. And I'm going to be talking about the tacos, I'm going to talk about music, I'm going to talk about maybe chasing the taco man, I don't know.
Can we expect your own tacos sometime?
No, I don't cook. And it's DJ Irene, and next we're going to have a little commercial break. And after we come back, we're gonna interview TIRSA'S. There you go. We're gonna have some tacos and some. Oh wait.
Hey guys, quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Yo, welcome back. We're here in Los Angeles County, or no, Los Angeles, downtown LA. And you guys are gonna wonder, where can I get some tacos Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., okay? That's right, So we're here with the owner of TIRSA'S.
Yes. Hi guys, this is Tirsa.
First, we're going to talk a little bit of who you are. Tell us where you were born and raised.
Okay, I'm an LA native. I was born in Kaiser Hospital, down Sunset. I've been living in El Sereno pretty much my whole life, and now I'm here. So that's it.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about, like growing up, what made you, did you like cooking? Did you like grandma's cooking? Did you like tortillas? All that good stuff.
All of the above. I grew up being the only girl in the family with all boys, and so it was dependent on me to cook a lot of the times because my mom would work in the morning and she would work in the night, and I would just cook a lot. Like, she would set it up in the morning, she'd be like, okay, finish this, blah blah blah. So I was doing a lot of cooking all the time for my brothers, and then it just started happening for fun because I would make something, they'd be like, oh, make me something too, blah blah blah. So it just kind of grew from there. I was always helping my mom in the kitchen, I was always in the kitchen, and it kind of led into a career path. And later on in life, I didn't know that's what I wanted to do, but once I had my son, I figured out, oh, this is what I want to do. So I've been doing it now for about 10 years.
So tell us how you got started.
How I got started was the old-fashioned way, going door to door. I would make brownies, cookies, blondies. I went to culinary school first, of course. I went to culinary school just to kind of get the basics of the ropes and what's to wait for me. and I had a child, so I was at home. And I just kind of got desperate. I said, okay, what am I going to do with my life? Where is it going to go? And I just said, okay, I'm going to start baking. And I would package little stuff, and I would go on my stroller in my neighborhood to sell these baked goods. And I did that for a while. Then after I moved to plates of food, so I did like 10 plates of food, and I went around my neighborhood, and I was like, do you want to buy a sandwich? And sure enough, and then after that, I progressed, and I made a menu, and I went to USC, the school, because it's right by my house, the hospital right here in, where is that? Boyle Heights, I guess. And I just made a sign. I had like 20 salads. And I said, anybody want to buy salads? And I sold like 5. But yeah, so that's pretty much how it started. Then I did catering, and just from home. I started everything from home. Then I got a job and was doing the job and juggling my thing. And then I finally quit the job and started doing my thing full time, and it just kind of been progressing since then. It was a big at-home delivery service. I did a lunch service, which is where I guess this kind of started. But I've been doing it for, like 10 years now, from when I started selling the baked goods.
Wow, 10 years. How about that? I can't see myself going door to door. What do you think?
Me either, but I usually say that's very seen in Mexico. Yeah.
I have very low tolerance for drama and politics and bullshit. So when I was working at these jobs, there's a lot of drama, politics, and bullshit. And I said, I'm killing myself. I'm working so hard for someone who doesn't care about the work I'm putting in. Let me just try to work really hard for myself and see what happens. And so that's pretty much what happened. I just left. I said, F you. You were cool. And I just started working from home. And I was doing the full-time my thing for like a year and a half, and I was just like, it's not gonna happen. I just gotta give up. Like, I'm just gonna get a regular full-time job again. And right when I was about to give up, I got a call. He's like, hey, I found a spot. Do you wanna open it with me? And we opened, and yeah, and then from there came this one. So just when I was about to give up, it's like, don't give up, like, it's gonna happen.
You gotta keep going, right? Yeah, you gotta keep going. So Tirsa's Kitchen, when somebody who walks in here, what can they expect when they walk? What's that vibe that you put out?
The vibe I expect for people to get when they come in here is backyard party / girl cave, like, or my room. Like, I love the music. I want them to feel like Tirsa is a party, and her food, you can't have a party without good food. So you're coming into my party that we have every day, because we have the music blasting, we have the food going, so just good vibes. You're gonna expect good vibes and good food, for sure.
Definitely, because I know when I walked in here, I see these piñatas, I see bright colors. I feel like I'm in my backyard, honestly.
Yes, yeah, that's the goal, to just feel like you can chill, judge-free, just like a safe space, a comfortable, safe space, and but it's my girl cave, for sure, so.
So we're here in the girl cave, looking at all the orders for tacos and nachos and burritos.
Yeah.
Burritos. Tell us about some of the foods and some of the special plates that you have here.
Some of the food would be like, we have your standard tacos, burritos, tortas, quesadillas, salads, and wraps. We have salads and wraps because that's what I started with. So towards the end of my solo career kind of thing, I advanced to wraps and salads, and I would call I had mainly schools, so I would have a contact in each school, they'd wrangle up orders for me, and then I'd go deliver them. So all of my OG customers know the salads and wraps. I can't get rid of them, even though I've tried, I still keep on selling them, so they're there. That's why you see the salads and wraps, and that's what my old school customers know me from. But so it's a combination of everything, and kind of like with my take on it, it's not authentic Mexican, like from DF cooking or Durango. It's just kind of what I've picked up along the way, seeing my mom and my grandma, and kind of making it my own. Because I'm a picky eater, and I wanted stuff my way, and that's kind of where it came from. But it definitely has the Latin influence, the Latin flavor. It's just done a little bit differently to my liking and my taste. So, yeah.
So one thing that we noticed, there was some pictures on the wall here. You want to talk about that?
T, you got to tell us, what is this Titanic that we hear about?
So the Titanic is a 10-pound burrito. And anybody is welcome to try and sink the Titanic, but there have only been 3 people to do it. The burrito costs $49.99 if you want to just come and get it for a group of you guys. But if you finish it, you don't pay for it. So you have 15 minutes, eat the burrito. If you finish, you don't pay, and you get a t-shirt. Yeah, but other than that, we've had foodies come in, and 3 people knocked it down. 1 person did it twice, and they got their name up on the wall, the Hall of Fame. But it's just a big, big, big burrito. I would say it's like this big.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even try, okay?
You can bring some friends and try, but
you won't get it for free.
but you got
That's okay, I'm okay. Talk about the one who got it twice.
So the girl, Reina's crazy. Everybody, a girl, like a tiny little thing. She came one time and did it. And she killed it in about, I would say, maybe 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
12 minutes. The second time she came, ABC7 was here to film her doing it, and she killed it in 6 minutes. So
What did she do, like put the whole thing out?
it's so entertaining. I got to watch her live. So we were all like the crew, the camera, we were all just like this, just watching her and see it like gone, because it's like this big thing. It's like now you see it, now you don't. So it was very entertaining, but very messy, for the person behind the camera at home watching, they're like, what's going on? What am I watching? But we thought it was super entertaining.
Oh my God, can you imagine a tiny girl like me? Cut it in half and then put it in.
Yeah.
And really? No. What do you think? How do you think she ate it in 6 minutes?
I don't know, because I can't even finish a regular burrito. I just want to know what happened after.
So after she was actually okay. The first time she did it, she was like, she took a picture and she's like this. She was just like, she was depleted. She was done. But the second time it was like no thing. I guess she like trains before she comes and eats. Like the night before, I hear they drink like a gallon of water to kind of expand their stomach, stuff like that. They have a whole routine. It's a thing.
If I drink water, I'm full. Like I can't wait
I
to.
think she does it the night before just to like make it big, to expand her stomach.
Wow. Okay.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But
It's a process.
It's a process.
It's a process.
But she was fine. She knocked it out like a champ, and yeah.
And what about the boys? How they finish that off?
One of the boys actually did the Titanic burrito, and he did like other stuff. He did a bunch of other stuff, but he killed it like good. Only he took like 40 minutes because he had other stuff. And he took his time. He wasn't really on a time crunch. The other guy also did it in 15 minutes, but he was like, I'm done. Like, I'm so done. But the girl, the second time she did it like, I'm done, and very gracefully. Yeah. So she did it really good. She's actually really popular for it, and she just takes down copious amounts of food and doesn't bat an eye. So.
Wow. What do you think about that?
I think that's crazy. So, Tirsa, you mentioned ABC. We also seen you on Univision, on Edición Digital.
Yes. I've been blessed where ABC has wanted to shoot here, Univision with Yarel Ramos. We also had the people from KHY22, that 22, Canal 22. Stephanie was here to also interview. I think that's it. Yeah. That's it for now. And now little things will come up where I'll do a podcast here and there, and now I get to be with you guys. So it's just a constant, awesome, a fun roller coaster. So where people actually want to know the story and know what we do, which is kind of awesome.
So what is the future of this wonderful taco restaurant?
Oh my God, the future, the sky's the limit. I have short-term goals, long-term goals, but hopefully the end goal, if it happens, would be to franchise, make my own franchise, and then sell it off. And
Any new place besides the big burrito?
any new plates? Yes. So we are going to be experimenting with tamales. Hopefully I can have some for the Christmas season. And we got soups coming in, like pozole is going to come back, albondigas, and just like more of the traditional Mexican dishes. And I don't know how to make like tamales, so my goal is right now I'm doing a lot of taste testing, and then so I can have the perfect tamal for that.
Just love masa.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think?
So you mentioned 10 years going strong. How does that happen?
It happens very slowly, very tearfully. It's very, very hard. It was just a lot of like, don't give up, even though I almost did give up. It's like the trick is just to keep going is what I can say, because you do it for a year, okay, and then you do it for 2 years and people are like, oh, esa es la muchacha que vende, she sells this or she does that or she does jewelry, and so I just became like, oh, she does catering or oh, she does this, or so the reason it kept going is because people kept bringing it up, and if you do it long enough, you're just going to be recognized for that, so it starts to become a thing, and most people just give up and they're like, it's too hard, I'm just going to give up. Or they don't see the outcome. I mean, I'm doing it 10 years later and I'm still broke. So I'm not a millionaire. The money didn't keep me there. It's I have to accomplish this goal. I couldn't give up. So this one here it's easy. Like, how come you don't open another one? And I'm like, do you know how long it took me just to get this one? Like, it's such a mission. But just don't give up. Like, keep going. We feel like right now, it's harder to still keep going even though we have this than when we started. But there's no turning back. We can't go back. We just gotta keep
So
on.
why don't you tell everybody where you're located at?
Okay.
And all your social media.
Okay. So we are in, I want to say Chinatown/downtown. I'm on the outskirts of both Chinatown and downtown. We are on the corner of Cesar Chavez and Grand, 701 West Cesar Estrada Chavez Avenue, Suite 108. If you know this area, you know that I am right in front of the Burger King. And we have free parking right around the corner. You guys can follow me at TIRSA'S_love on Instagram. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, and if you can't find her on Instagram, go to my Instagram, DJ IRENE1, and you can look at my friends and you'll see it, okay?
Welcome. You guys are all welcome. Open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. for now.
Okay, and we're right across the street from Burger King and the art school. In case you don't know, we're Grand and what's the street? Oh, Cesar Chavez.
You go to the art school, stop by for lunch.
Oh, yes. All the students come over here for lunch, right?
Yes, they do. The students and the teachers, for sure.
Okay, T, so you being a woman, what's woman empowerment to you?
That's a good question. Now that I have this place, or doing any kind of business venture, especially a restaurant, it's all about the crew. It's all about the crew. And I've had about 50 employees come in and out of this place in 2 years. It could be more. I finally now have a crew that is all women-based. And we are so freaking amazing. Like, I've had guys, I've had girls, and girls are way better. No offense, guys, but it's just, I got to see, and I always said, oh, I don't want girls because there's gonna be drama, blah, blah, blah. But the girls are used to being on the go. Girls are used to doing a million things at once. Girls are used to like being put down and getting back up. We're just so badass. And doing this has really shown me how badass we are. I'm like, I got nothing but girls, and they kill it. Every day, every day. The guys are crybabies, they skip out, they have drama issues. It was completely reverse. It's, you know, they don't express their feelings, so everything's bottled up, and they're like, but the girls are just used to dealing with stuff like that we just bounce back. And women empowerment to me is just, we are just rock stars by nature. We're just used to it. We're used to the hustle and the bustle of it all. Like, we take everything on our shoulders, and to still get back up every day is women empowerment to me. So, yeah.
So there you have it, the three badass bitches, okay?
Okay, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to follow BELLAS on NOPALAZUL.com. Check out our other podcasts too, like Mentor District, and stay in touch because we got Irene new project coming.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean,
NOPALAZUL.com.
and that was it for episode 4. I'm YADIRA ELIAS.
DJ IRENE in the house.
And Tirsa.
All right, thanks for watching.